ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Challenge Express. Choo choo. We are here. Sorry for missing last week. This man, Adonis over here, is making moves.
Sorry about that. I'm just out here making moves.
Yeah, bro. Nah,
But I'm here this week.
don't be sorry. You're doing a lot of good things. So I
But I
like.
just realized we
Yeah,
got glasses and hoodie Tom today.
yeah. It's a mess. I'm a mess.
Whoa. It must be finale day.
Yeah, bro. It's Sunday. It's lazy Sunday.
Yes, Sunday, Monday, bro.
I don't feel like putting my makeup on.
Yeah.
I look pretty enough. All right.
Mhm.
But let's get into this finale. I mean, we missed recapping the second part of the finale, which honestly, what even fucking happened? I don't even remember anything from that.
I remember
First of all, how'd you feel about this whole final?
this final, bro.
TJ
It,
did warn us and say it's not a traditional final. But it was
oh,
a sneaky comment he made in the beginning. It wasn't like this thing that they kept pushing down our throats. It was like a
yeah, quick little,
nonchalant.
like we blew right by it
Yeah.
type shit. I mean, it had its moments
Mm,
of like things to talk about, but all in all, I feel like most of it didn't need most of the things they did not need to happen.
yeah, man. Especially when they end it with an elimination, and it's like, what were the 4 days for?
Essentially, like why because someone made I forget who tweeted it, but someone made a great point was like if I would have known that getting
Mm,
to the final part like all you had to do was just win an elimination. Okay, sure. Like if I did better, I could have been in like Tori and Devin's position where I didn't have to be in the elimination. But if if I knew I just had to win an elimination,
yeah.
I would happily walk through these first 2 days.
Yes. Yes, and this is setting a scary precedent for future finals. I guarantee it, if Jordan and Anissa knew the elimination was the decider, Jordan would not have pushed Anissa.
Yeah. Like and she like rolled her ankle. Can you imagine if she did that elimination against Nani with a really
Good
good
ankle. Yeah.
ankle? That would have went completely different because Anissa, like, she was like Nani was like fucking up, and Anissa
Oh
was
my
scoring.
God.
So it's
Yeah.
like that was really one of the bigger takeaways. Like, damn, really, this came down to two eliminations. I would have just walked these
Dude,
first
it's
two parts.
crazy
I would have saved my energy.
when you start to say it out loud, like this really came down to two eliminations.
It
Yo,
came down to two eliminated because
yo,
what was
I was in
like
a
okay, like the advantages, right? Because remember we were talking about advantages. Like, okay, the first two parts, like the advantage was Devin and Tori got all these head starts and they ended up winning, so they didn't have to be in that elimination, right?
yeah,
Okay, great. But still, like I wouldn't have gone as hard if
yeah.
I knew
Hmm.
I could have just one elimination and would have got me to that next one.
Yeah.
Like,
It is so wild what it actually came down to.
mm,
I think there might be some things you could take away from this final and implement them into what we know as a final. There is something I did like that last elimination. I don't like how it decided a winner, but it was a well-made elimination for this type of like this caliber of a moment, like the winner of the season. It's this 3 hour long elimination with like four stages. Like I like it. I like the elimination. I can't get behind whoever wins the elimination is the winner of the season. Didn't I predict this? I was like, yo, what if the season ends with like an elimination? It was
oh yeah.
I've
You
said
know
that to
what?
multiple people, and I
And you
didn't
know
think
what?
it would happen, but it was in the back of my mind. I didn't want it to happen, but yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I was like not even mad about it, like the elimination to end it all, because
Yeah.
that's like completely different than what we get. Usually these finals ends with them running up a big ass mountain.
Yeah.
But when I saw this, I was like, "Oh, this is different. A different way to end it. Okay, let's see how this turns out." Blah 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 blah. And then they used the elimination that Horacio had won way earlier in the season. Remember, he like beat Kenny in this, like whatever, whatever. I liked how it was like almost like a path, and
Oh,
like the
right. Yeah, yeah.
the lever was like in the middle. So like the elimination itself, it was like it was fine.
Mm.
I just kind of don't like that how you got there.
Yeah.
Like, cause it basically made part one and two. Like, I told my girlfriend this because we watched it together. I was like, I would tell
Yeah.
anybody who's watching this season
Yeah.
to just skip to part three.
Seriously. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
skip to part three, cause
Yeah.
you know,
Like we get a 3-part final for the first time, and it was just like that. Yeah, it really just needed to be a 1-part final. Like the whole fucking 100 hours thing was ridiculous. Like
mhm.
they had great sleep. They had probably really good breakfast. Like like half of these hours are just them sleeping. So
Yeah, like
and you can't
10 of these hours.
you can't gain an advantage. You cannot gain an advantage in those first 4 days. It's impossible.
Yeah, like and it's a shame because usually the overnight portion of finals
Hmm.
are usually the most brutal parts of the final.
Yeah.
But this one, there were like four of them, and they literally just let him rest,
Yeah.
and it counted towards the 100 hours.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, so let's say they
It's like
slept
32
between,
hours, you know?
yeah, that's like 32 hours out of the 100.
Yeah.
So really, this was like a
It
72
was like
hour
a
final.
3-day final,
Yeah,
like we've maybe seen before. I don't know. I think Spy
yeah.
Side might have been 3 days.
Yeah, my problem with this whole final, and like I said, there were moments in it that
Yeah.
like are worth talking about. But
Yeah.
my main problem with this final is that there was just a lot of just unnecessary things
Yeah.
that
Fillers. They're just
nothing.
fillers. Like
This,
Nani's lips on the reunion sneak peek, just fillers. Good thing she didn't win the 500K because who the fuck knows what she would have done to her face. She doesn't need to do anything to her face. I was so surprised when I saw that, and it drives me fucking crazy when naturally beautiful women do this shit to their face. When they're already in a happy relationship, like, who are you trying to impress? Casey already loves you. Sorry, I had to get that off. I
yeah,
didn't know when it was going to come in this recap, but
yeah, it was just sitting there, right there on your
yeah,
chest.
yeah, I had to get it
Yeah,
out.
I feel it. Like even like in part one, like the bikes,
Hmm.
like that amounted to nothing.
Literally nothing because it was just
Nothing.
you finish, you go to sleep.
Yeah. Even though it had like the free agents vibes, but it
Yeah.
still like it mounted to nothing. There was like
There needs to be
just
something
too
on the
many.
line for these things. Like TJ says, finish first, you get an advantage, but these advantages are so minimal. It is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
and they're not. There were some times where they weren't even telling us
Yeah.
like how big the advantage was. There was
Oh
like a moment where they would let Tori and Devin run first, Anissa and Jordan ran second, Bananas and Nani ran third, but they never told us like by how much.
yeah.
So it was just like,
Yeah, the biggest advantage might have been like Banani winning the eating challenge of the spaghetti and whatnot, and they got to have extra balls to throw at the target in the beginning of this episode. During
mhm.
the helicopter thing, one pair is strapped to a heli, and they have to throw balls at targets. Banani get 25 balls, Devin and Tori get 20, Jordan and Nisa get 15, Bananas and Nani get to choose the order. But these are just normal advantages, like in a brutal final where people are pushing their limits to get first on the day, you need to reward them because it's going to set a horrible precedent in the future where people are just not trying their best in the first fucking 2-3 days of a final if they know the fourth day is when everything matters.
And these were advantages that, like, back in the day, daily winners would just get.
Yeah.
Remember a rival, the first two rivals, first two X's? Like, if you won the daily, the next daily, you got to choose the order
Yes.
and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
it like that felt like daily advantages versus like a final advantage.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, man. Maybe yeah. This whole final just kind of felt like little mini which it should. It's like mini little daily challenges throughout it, but usually it all works as one, and this just felt so separated. Everything felt
Everything
so separated,
in it, and they did a lot of repeat. Like some of the stations were just
yeah, which they've
repeat
done
daily.
before,
They've done before,
but
which
there was a
like
lot this time.
there were
There
a
was
bunch.
two edited out scenes, and one was they had to hold up the big boulder, like that three-way elimination between Fessy, Mariah, Kenny Casey, and Jordan Anissa to get back in the house. There was like a little portion of that got edited out, and another one where they had to like squat in a picture frame and for a certain amount of time, and if they mess up, they have to restart. But I guess it did not look good for TV, so it doesn't even sound like it looks good for TV. So
They're taking a picture? Like what?
yeah. When Bananas was describing it, he made it sound so stupid. So,
Yeah.
but Devin and Tori, obviously, congratulations. My prediction was a little bit leaning towards them, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy they won. They deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's good to have new champs. I'm not putting a caveat at all on this win. They won the challenge season. You know, It was a long season. I think Tori, this might be like the most impressive final win for a female because of what Tori had to go through in the house.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Devin and Tori was just easily the most well-rounded team.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it
Easily.
funny because they got picked? They got picked last when like they separated to like choose teams, but they got picked last because they were comparable. But still, it's funny how they were both picked last when the team captains were choosing teams halfway through the season, and they end up winning the season.
Yeah, and another note, I thought about it, and then I saw a couple other people point out on Twitter, they won the first and last
Wow,
elimination of the seasons.
first and last of
Because
elimination.
remember, the season started off with them beating Kayla and
And Sam.
Sam, and then it ends with them beating Bananas and Nani.
Wow.
So there's a little thing right there just to point out, a little fact.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed,
Yeah.
kind of cool
So
how it's like a full circle moment for them.
yeah, no, it was a great season for them. I was trending down on Tori. Ever since her first season, it just got lower and lower, and I was like, she's not as good as I thought. And
Mm,
I think she had the perfect partner for her.
mm,
Devin, he has made leaps and bounds throughout the years of his challenge career. Never thought he would. I don't know if I would say I never thought he would lock a victory, but I thought it would be extremely hard, and I didn't think it would be this soon. I thought he would have to like really work on his cardio or something, but he's a smart dude, man. He's a smart dude, and
mm.
and that cinder block puzzle was his wheelhouse.
No,
Really,
you know what? I'll tell you straight up. I'm just be honest. I never thought he'd win.
really, yeah. No, I don't
I
doubt it.
I never thought he would win, especially like those first couple seasons that he was on, from like Rivals 3, Dirty 30. I never
Yeah,
thought in a million years that he would win, especially before a bunch of other people who I thought were more capable
yeah.
of winning before Devin, which is mind blowing.
I'm sure you see like the clip going around of Fessy at the I think Spies Lies or Double Agents
They
reunion.
just
He's
yeah.
like, bro, you're never gonna win one of these. I'm gonna win one before you.
Yeah, like
So funny.
oh man, it's just
Yeah,
crazy.
I'd love to see Fessy and Devin in a house next season. That'd be funny.
It's just like think once you like put it on paper, it's insane. Like
Mhm.
he's won before guys like Corey,
Hmm.
Nelson,
Yeah, man.
Leroy,
Yeah, it
uh,
is insane. It is insane.
Tony.
It's a
Like
testament. He's
like a lot of like the names that came in around the same time as him. I'm
yeah,
not comparing people who have been here way longer. Just like people who came in around the same time as him,
yeah,
and it's just like wow.
yeah. How many seasons has Devin done? This might be his like sixth, seventh.
His six because he took a little break. I want to say it was
Oh,
let's
the
see, right
Rivals 3.
Vendettas. He was on. He was on
Then
Final Reckoning.
Dirty 30 he was on and got like booted out real quick.
Yeah. He was on Double Agents, Spies
On
Lies. This is
Vendettas.
his seventh. Him and Tori. This was their seventh.
Both of theirs. That'd be crazy if
Mm-hmm.
it was both of theirs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also crazy that going back again to how this whole season ended with an elimination. It's pretty crazy that Jordan and Anissa had as good of a chance as the rest of the teams.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
honestly, if they beat Banani in that balls in elimination, it might be closer than what we saw because Banani messed up.
Yeah. And it, you know what? We give Anissa so much shit, but when I was watching it, it almost killed me
Yeah.
watching it because it was just like, you know what I mean? It's just like that. Oh my
Yeah.
god! Anissa, like I want that. I want that win for you so bad.
And it was so possible that she's never been this close. Like if they won that elimination, it's
They're
up
in.
for grabs, bro. It's up for grabs.
They're in.
If she didn't
And
have that ankle injury, I
mhm,
think like you said, you said if Anissa's healthy, she steamrolls over Nani. I think
I know.
Nani would have put up a good fight. Let's just talk about that balls in elimination. Honestly, it was probably the best part of the episode and final to me.
Yeah, that elimination was frustrating me.
It was yeah, it was just so many emotions were going on during it. But the
Yeah,
only thing I don't like, and it's the challenge becoming more safe, and I understand, but this new balls in iteration where if you get in this zone you're safe.
yeah.
How do you
It
feel
like
about that?
that whole part killed it for me.
Yeah,
Cause
it kills it, it
it
kills it.
killed it. Cause I was like, bro, we got bananas versus Jordan right
Yeah,
now.
bro, we've had 35 seasons of normal balls in and there hasn't been any injuries. Like, why are we doing this?
And also just like balls in, like it feels like in the more recent balls in, we've been kind of getting like these lackluster matchups
Mm.
for an iconic elimination like balls in, and finally we get
Yeah,
like matchups that for both Bananas and Jordan, Anissa and Nani,
Horacio and Jordan.
and I get it, like you want to make it safe at that point. They've been doing all this unnecessary shit you're making them do,
Yeah.
so you don't want them to get more hurt. But it's just like, bro,
Then
we
make
have
the fucking make the barrel in the middle fucking like a cushion, and
yeah,
then just
like
have a hole in the top.
Like damn, bro. The last time we had Bananas and Jordan was free agent. That was a decade ago.
Yeah.
Those two last linked up. Finally, we get them in something good.
Yeah. It was
And
still really entertaining to watch, but yeah, it
it was.
does take it out of it every time where TJ's like, "You're good. Stop. You're good."
Yeah, I didn't. I did. That was really frustrating for me. I was like, really,
Hmm.
really. They just have to get in
And
it felt like the circle was huge too.
I know, yeah. It felt like
Like
they didn't have much space to juke and stuff. It almost felt like it was easy to get in that circle, no matter who you are.
I know, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
but before when I hear balls in Jordan versus Bananas, Anissa versus Anani, I'm just like licking my chops. I'm like, this is gonna be fucking good. But then they hit it with the different iteration of balls in, still
Mm-hmm.
good, but takes it could have been so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And props to Bananas, man. He
Mm-hmm.
he didn't let Jordan stop him once, I don't think, and he stopped Jordan once. So
Oh, and you know what? There's something I wanted to point out. I remember a few weeks ago you were saying like Jordan's the greatest like in-game
like an
type.
adaptation. He did slack
Yeah.
a little bit this season.
Yeah,
He
and
lost two
then like
eliminations that maybe he should have won.
yeah, and both were balls in. And
Yeah.
like also like Bananas pointing out I took off my long sleeve shirt because I didn't want him to grab it.
Mhm.
Jordan left his on. So I'm gonna just use that to my advantage. I'm just like, wow, that's surprising Jordan didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Surprising. It's just like,
Yeah.
you know,
I wonder why. I would,
the experience started to show right there between two vets.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
I love to see that.
Mhm.
Like those little tricky plays.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that either. Like until Bananas pointed it out, I was like,
It must be
that
so
makes sense.
annoying being Jordan and just getting your clothes tugged at, but
Yeah,
it's part of the game.
yeah. So it's like I was surprised because Jordan's usually good at like making other people look silly,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
this time it was like
The joke was
flipped
on
on
him.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was tough to see Anissa and like Nani go after her legs. I don't blame Nani, but it's like, fuck, man, like
Yeah, and
Anissa
you know
just like
what?
turn around and like back up on her or something, just like scooch to the circle or something.
I felt like such a piece of shit during this moment. Can I tell you like my honest reaction? I'm gonna just keep it real this whole this
Please,
whole
please.
this whole recap. Nani, there was a because back in the day, like people were kind of like aggressive and they were like not as nice as far as like wanting to get the money because
Yeah.
it feels like a lot of like most of these seasons recently, everybody's like really friendly with each
Yeah.
other. Like they've been calling out whether or not beef is legit or not,
Mhm.
and so there was a confessional with Nani where she was like, I feel bad because of the ankle, and out loud I went, "Nah, fuck that, bro." Go
Yeah,
for
man.
it, bro.
All's fair in love, war, and the
I was
challenge.
like, get the fuck out of here, bro. This is the final, bro.
Yeah, I
Fuck all
hear
that
you.
friendly shit. I'm fucking coming for. And then hearing the way Anissa screamed after when she found,
Yeah. Oof.
I went from being like, and then I went,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That
just say,
must hurt
I'm
from
gonna
the
just
sound of
quiet.
her scream. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt terrible afterwards,
Yeah.
just saying that. So I just like kept my
Yo,
mouth for the
you
rest of it.
called it. Remember, there was a confessional. It was like like when Bananas and Nani won their last elimination during the regular season, and Nani was like, "I've won 3 eliminations," and we're just like, "Wait, two?" So you're like, maybe they win one in the final.
How production?
Mm,
How do you let that slip? I
I
want to know how.
know, dude. Like
How do y'all let
8
that slip?
seasons in, and you make that slip. Like, come
At
on.
38 seasons, how do you make a mistake
I
like
don't think
that?
that's the first time. I feel like they did that shit recently in another season too.
Like it completely ruined the elimination for me. And
Yeah,
I
did
was
you
just
did
like,
you did you think about that?
yeah, I thought about it. I was like,
Mm,
yeah, not even bananas are winning
I think I did
because
too.
of
Yeah,
confession.
yeah, and yeah, even watching. Oh, and we skipped over Nani missing the fucking the goal twice.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what it is with Nani? I think Nani was playing it the traditional way, more
Yeah,
of the
well, she
traditional way.
was. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
She was like forgetting that like you're good once you in the circle because she was
yeah,
just like fighting to get the because that was like her first time doing balls in, wasn't it?
yeah. Yeah, I think
I think
so.
everybody else there has done balls in versus
Has
again.
Anissa? I don't
Has
think
Anissa done
so.
it? I don't know. I can't remember if Anissa's done it or not, but I know Nani has it for sure. So
Yeah,
I
that's
think she's
weird.
like playing it the traditional way.
Yeah, which yeah, which I would have obviously liked the traditional way of playing this game, but yeah, I mean, I would have been so frustrated if I was Bananas. First time, okay, it's a mistake. Second time, you're about to fucking make us lose this elimination.
Mm-hmm. It was funny with Nani. Nani was like, I think there was some point Nani was just like, "Bro, I'm fucking up." Like
Yeah,
she's
she was. Yo,
like,
I think Bananas mentioned this. He was like, I think Nani cared too much, like where she was getting a little bit flustered and like not able to like think in the moment and just think about like winning or something, like she
yeah.
wasn't in the moment. She was just like, yeah, I don't know. That was rough to watch. Yeah, she was just so flustered. She was like, "I know, Johnny, I know," and it's like,
Yeah,
oh
I
man,
think she was. It was funny because I think she was like, "I'm just nervous."
yeah.
Uh,
She had some nice moves. It was, I mean, it's not too hard to get around Anissa, but she had some nice moves where she did,
mm,
especially Anissa with a bum ankle. It's
mm,
probably quite easy at that point.
mm,
Yeah, kudos to Anissa for giving it her absolute all. Further injuring herself for the sake of the game. Um,
mm.
but I think it
She
was,
never quit.
yeah, I think it was worth it at this point because if they did win this elimination, like I said, they have as good of a chance as Devin and Tori of winning that elimination
Mm-hmm.
because it's not a running thing. She has a bum ankle and she can do this elimination.
Mm-hmm. Hot take. I think Jordan and Nisa would have made that closer than Bananas and
I
Nani.
yeah, I do too. I don't even know if
That's
it's a
a hot
hot
take.
take after seeing how Bananas and Nani slipped up because they were arguing with each other, and I think that affected their organization.
Mm-hmm.
You
And you
know,
know what? We should have seen it coming because all season, Team Banani just like what's the one thing they
it was the
struggled on?
storyline. It was their storyline.
Yeah, remember the mini final? They came in last because
Oh,
of a
yeah,
so
yeah,
like,
man. Their puzzle game was definitely the weakest,
mm-hmm.
and
So
apparently, because it's 9 o'clock. It's 30 minutes left on the episode, and they start this final elimination. And I'm not hearing all the rules that TJ says. I'm watching it with my family, so there's some conversations going on. There's some noise. So my mom's like T, what do you think that the season is getting decided by an elimination? And I'm just like, there's 30 minutes left in this episode. There's no way it's ending on an elimination. I was like, they're gonna do like a final stage of running or something. There's no way.
mm-hmm.
Like 20 minutes later, they're still in the elimination. I'm just like, wow, this is really happening.
Mm-hmm.
30
Man,
minute long
and
run.
another thing that I pointed out when I'd seen the elimination right before he was explaining it, TJ was saying that they're at the 97th hour.
Yeah,
So I was like,
so this takes
hang
3
on,
hours.
this is about to take 3 hours, this elimination?
Yeah, so Bananas did say, he probably exaggerated a little bit because he lost, but he was like, it took us like an hour and a half to build those cinder blocks the first time. I assume maybe like 30 minutes to an hour,
Mm,
which, adds up. I'm sure that dirt pile took like 20, 30 minutes. The
mm,
change took like 20, 30 minutes, maybe. The tearing the poles out of the walls, maybe
mm.
15 minutes. So I think that cinder block phase did seem the
I,
longest.
yeah, that I love how they made the hall a mix of the elimination that Fessy and Nelson did. Remember, because the
Yeah.
one with Nelson and Fessy started off with chains, and then they had to break
Ah,
the,
yeah.
the things that they first started off in that big hallway.
Yeah, I
So
forgot
I
about
love
the
how
chain part.
they
Yeah.
incorporated the two and they mixed it
Yeah.
together to make it longer. Because I was like, this ain't about to take 3 hours.
Great design for this elimination. Great design. I just don't want eliminations to decide the winner of a season. Fuck, like I said
Mm,
last time, bro. The challenge and eliminations are like eliminations in the challenge are synonymous with chance. Like throughout all the years. So why would you end a season on elimination? I know this one is not too chancy. It was a very well-rounded elimination. I've given kudos to the creators of this, but still,
mm,
eliminations are synonymous with chance. Like why? And
mm.
it's
I'll let
gotta
it
it's gotta
pass
be.
this one season.
Go ahead,
I'll let it pass this season. I'll let it pass.
dude.
Only
I think
because like it made it different.
I think there as the world is getting softer, I think the challenge is trying to cater to the softness and just giving everybody a chance to win. No matter how hard you work before the challenge season, you still have a chance. You worked out every day before the challenge, or you didn't work out at all. It's okay. You both have a chance to win. I don't know, man. I think the challenge is getting soft, and I hope the audience realizes it and yells at them to force them to change it.
Yeah. Oh man, this whole final was just we could sit here for I feel like three
Yeah,
hours and just
I just
pick
I
problems
just
with it.
feel so
Let it out, bro, because I feel like you have
I
like
feel
this
so
like
disrespected that they made us watch those first two parts.
yeah.
I feel so slighted. I feel bamboozled. Like
Mm-hmm.
I just feel wronged.
Because at the end it didn't matter.
It
It
didn't
literally
matter.
like the
It just
only thing.
prolonged. It just prolonged like my the season, which I don't like when they prolong seasons. We've talked about that. I think you put a poll out recently, like how many episodes would you want a challenge season, and everyone did like 12 to 14.
Yeah,
Like,
and
why don't they see this shit?
I don't
They
know,
do. They must.
and you know I think in those first two parts, I think the only thing worth watching in those first two parts is what happens to Olivia and Horacio.
Yeah, that was the best storyline of the final.
Because I could barely remember what anything else that happened.
Stupid shit, man. That didn't matter.
Yeah,
Straight up,
that didn't matter really.
didn't matter.
So pointless overnight challenges, you know, it came down to
Pointless
elimination.
checkpoints. Yeah, pointless checkpoints.
Like I don't know. It was ridiculous. I think it would have gone better right at the beginning if TJ was like, "Yo, listen, this is all gonna come down to an elimination."
So
So
take your time, skip through the
yeah, these like stations determines who's gonna be competing in those eliminations,
mm,
right? If he would have done that, shit would have been way different. They would have been playing more safe. Anissa probably doesn't roll her ankle, and I don't know because
so
it's
yeah, like Devin and
ridiculous, man.
Tori got a
It's really ridiculous.
5 minute advantage over Anissa and Jordan and a 10-minute advantage over Bananas and Nani on this last day where they had to run through the cornfields. And like the first one who made it to the destination obviously didn't have to participate in the elimination. So like that one advantage gave them the upper hand,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So it was that advantage, I think, was a decent one, a 10-minute advantage, like picking the order and putting your biggest threat at the end is a 10-minute advantage. That's a decent advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the only thing that kind of made sense. Yeah, it was quite
Do you have
funny.
any? Do you have any praise for any good parts?
I think
Any praise?
visually the corn maze part was pretty cool. Um,
Yeah, that whole I was gonna say that whole setup was pretty bad. I remember I had mentioned it a few weeks ago when
yeah,
they did the mid-season trailer. I was like, "Yo, there's this in the thing. It was like a maze. Like it looked like they were running through a maze. It looked really cool. So
yeah.
seeing it, it looked really, really, really cool."
I think they did a good job editing. I really thought I was leaning towards Bananas and Nani getting the winners edit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was a surprise, a good surprise. I didn't know who was gonna win. Um,
Oh, I'm devastated for Nani. I'm not, I've been honest this whole recap. I
yeah,
was devastated for Nani because whether you like her or not, whether you have your issues with her, you can't deny that this was her best season.
yeah.
That all
Honestly,
her
do
best
you think she
season.
should come back?
Personally, I would love to see Nani come back, but in that final elimination, you could literally see all of the hope she had, just you could literally see it leave her body.
Yeah,
It was sad to watch. Like
yeah.
Banana looking at her, like he started crying,
Hmm.
because he felt like he let her down. Like he even said he was like, "Oh, if I lose, I don't really give a shit, but for this one,
Yeah,
this I wanted this one for Nani and all this stuff." And I felt it. I wanted that for Nani, even though I think Tori and Devin deserved it. They were the
right.
well team. I just would have loved that for
Yeah, and
Nani.
that's another thing. Like it would have been nice to see both of these teams win, and it would have been nice to see them both compete in like a real final. Like we don't usually get into the final, and it's like really a toss up between two teams. Like Bananas and Nani and Devin and Tori were so uh evenly matched that I would have loved to see them run a traditional final. But
Hmm.
we didn't
I
get.
think what separated them was communication.
Yeah,
Tori and Devin had better communication. That's
yeah.
literally what
At
separated
least
them.
the team with better communication in a season called Ride or Dies won.
Hmm.
So
That's literally what it came down to
yeah.
was communication.
Um, is there much more to talk about?
Uh, well,
They did give 38K to everybody.
oh yeah, that was wholesome. I don't know if they were being nice, but
Mm,
I looked at that as like a big fuck you to production.
yeah.
I hope that's what it was because there's no way you just made these people run 100 hours and
Yeah.
half of it was pointless,
I hate
and
this.
you're not gonna give any type of money to the winners before. So you know what? I was all for that. I
I
was
was
all for
all for it. Yeah, I wish the challenge production would give some money to second and third place. I don't know. Nobody needs that amount of money, okay? Like 500K. It's a lot of fucking money. Split it up, please. Like
it.
people need help in this fucking world.
Yeah,
Um
but
yeah, I think it's okay when you're in a final with a bunch of your alliance members.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
yeah.
enemies, I don't like it so much.
It make you know what it makes like it made me feel better
Yeah,
for like people specifically Olivia and Nani. You know, like there's no way Olivia just broke her face for nothing. You know, there's no way Nani just had the best season of her life and didn't and walked away with nothing. So I'm glad they're leaving with something.
yeah, yeah. That was cool. Obviously, wasn't expecting it. Very nice gesture. But yeah, it must feel nice. You'd like. I didn't really think about like yeah, second and third not getting money recently. So it is good to see fucking the participants get some money if they finish. Even though yeah they didn't finish, but they
Mm,
were forced to like be eliminated in certain situations. But um,
mm.
yeah, especially Olivia put all
And
that money towards her
Anissa with
nose.
the
Yeah, yeah, true, very true. Yeah,
so at least it was worth something. And it was cute, 38K for the 38th season.
yeah, that's a lot of money though. That was 38K to like 6 people, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. I liked it. But I think anything else to talk about?
We could not about this season. What do you give the final 1 out of 10?
1 out of 10. You know what? This is what I'll say about this season. I think this season was much better than the last two. So I would take this season over Spies Lies. I would take it over Double Agents.
Yeah,
I'm going to put this season in the could have been better category. I think they did a lot of shit that didn't need to be done. Like splitting the ride or dies into two teams was it felt like
nominating 4 teams way
yeah, it
too
felt
later.
like it felt like trying to make the season way longer than it had to be.
Yeah,
3-part finals crazy, especially knowing they're about to do a 2-part reunion. You
yeah.
know, I've always had a problem with that.
I think
Um,
they have complicated the voting system recently way too much. And yes,
mm,
they want drama at every fucking corner. They want people to have enemies, but like you win the challenge, you have to vote in 4 pairs. Those 4 pairs, you have conversations with all of them. Then you choose one. Then those 3 pairs go to the daggers and they pull safe daggers. And then the team that pulls a safe dagger gets to save one team and the other team goes into the elimination. Like, what the fuck? This is such a waste of time.
yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. But no, I do think there are some highlights in this season. Um, Honestly, probably the best set of rookies we've gotten
Yeah.
in the third
Okay.
since
Season
like
1 out of 10 and then final 1 out of 10. I need an answer from you.
yeah. The season, I'm gonna give it 6.5 out of 10. Final, feel like half of it was pointless, so I'm gonna give it a two,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
But yeah, the redeeming things about the seasons were the rookies. I think the rookies were the stars. I think I would invite all of them back versus minus like two of them.
Mhm.
You know, it was good to see some faces we hadn't seen in a few seasons, even though they left really early, like Laurel and Kayla. I
Veronica.
think I think this season had a little bit more drama than last season, which I like drama. I like good drama. I don't
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Organic drama.
I like organic drama. You know, people like Jay and Michelle brought some good
Yeah,
drama.
honestly, obviously the Tory Jordan situation was the
Yeah,
highlight
the
of the season.
Jordan and Tori situation. I don't know if you'd count like the times Bananas and Ani's got into their little spats as like the drama.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
but
feel like every
you know,
time they got in a spat, you knew they were gonna make up later.
yeah, they'd be cool. Um, but yeah, other than that, yeah, 6.5 out of 10. I would take this season over Double Agents and Spies Lies, but any other season, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Mm.
I don't know if I'd come back and rewatch this season. Um, like
Yeah.
how I feel.
It's hard to like rewatch seasons when you know the end was so bad.
Mm, yeah,
Um, I
or
th-
like it was like long.
yeah, I think Season 39 should be a Rivals after a ride or die season, but we'll see what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt they'll do it, but we know at least season 40 is going to be a big one, so 39 isn't going to be this amazing season, I'm sure, with a bunch of like legendary faces.
It doesn't need to be. I think next season I think next season, whatever they do, I've been clamoring for an X's, but if they don't do X's, I think next season they really need to push the rookies that have been coming along in the last 3 seasons. Because
Yeah.
I feel like there have been you've been getting some good potential in some of the people you've been
Let's get our
casting.
vets first rookies, man.
Yeah, it's just like I think what's driving me crazy is that I think that if a rookie doesn't like become a star in their first season,
Yeah.
they don't call him back.
Yeah.
Which is like a
It's so
ridiculous
hard.
thing.
And when you're a rookie going into the first season, it's like, fuck, man, do I guarantee a call back or do I try my best to win?
Yeah, like they need to let some of these rookies kind of
Breathe.
get a second chance and like go again. And I think they have a lot of rookies that they could push
Mhm.
from these last like 3 seasons that they
Yeah.
could
I think
throw in.
Colleen might even be a good cast manager
Yeah,
for some.
yeah, mix them up with some of the more recent vets. I wouldn't say like OG vets, more of the recent vets,
Yeah.
like the vets from like the invasion era.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think if they don't do an X's or a rival next season, I think they need to focus on like elevating the rookies that just came.
Yeah, I would love since we got two new champs, I think we're getting closer to the possibility of like a champs versus challengers ruin situation.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that. I really like that format for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Um, yeah. Do you wanna go through the stuff, the
yes,
voting really
let's
quickly?
go through the voting. I'm on your Twitter page, and which one are we doing? The one where
You can do the one with the superlatives like best this, best that. I think you have to scroll down just a little bit to find it, but I think you should see it.
yeah, best elimination.
Yeah, just start from
All
like the
one
top
thread.
and like tick them
Yeah, okay.
off.
So it's like, what was your favorite parts and moments of the challenge ride or die as a thread, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do this. So, most deserving finalist.
Mm-hmm.
Which pair do you think deserve to be in the final the most? Devin and Tori, Bananas and Nani, Jordan and Anissa, Olivia and Horacio. Have you seen the results for these?
I have, but I forget a few of
Okay.
them. Okay.
So 67% of the voting went to Olivia and Horacio. I think well deserved.
Well deserved. Well
Yeah.
deserved.
So what? Devin and Tori were in one elimination. Bananas and Nani were in one elimination, while Nani being in two because of the separation. Jordan and Anissa also being in a lot of eliminations. So I would put Jordan and Anissa maybe as like a not a close second, but a second, even though they got the least amount of votes with 2.8%. It went Olivia and Horacio, Devin and Tori, Benani, and Jordan and Anissa. But yeah, Olivia and Horacio ran away with this one. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Best vet pair. Who do you think was the best and most entertaining vet pair of the season? We got Devin and Tori, Bananas and Nani, Jordan and Nisa, Michelle and Jay. Yeah, I agree. So we got 35% on Devin and Tori with the most votes. And then close second, Michelle and Jay, 30%. Close third, Banani at 26%. I think that's pretty accurate. Devin and Tori played an amazing game and it was fun to watch on a strategic level.
Right.
Michelle
Yeah.
and Jay was fun to watch on a messy level.
On a drama level.
Bananas
Yeah.
and Nani were fun to watch as like this long story that we've been following, you know.
Yeah, like the Bananas and Nani were like the wholesome pair that like from back in the day type pair,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
And then Jordan and Nisa weren't even supposed to be partners. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
So
yeah.
yeah.
Honorable mention to Darrell and Veronica.
What
There's
happened?
just Darrell and Veronica, who was the other vet pair that
Yeah.
I slot in.
Mm. Yeah, they weren't entertaining at all.
Yeah, so
All right, best vet rookie pair. Who do you think was the best and most entertaining vet rookie pair of the season? We got Fessy and Mariah, Nelson and Nerese, Amber and Chauncey, Laurel and Jack. Who would you say?
honestly, who won that result? What it was Nelson and
It
Nerese,
was
wasn't
Nelson and Nerese. It was relatively close. They had 32% with the second most voted for being Amber and Chauncey at 27.5%.
it?
But I would say Nelson and Nerese. I mean, Nerese got herself in a mess of a love triangle. Nelson won his first daily in over 50 dailies. And Nelson is always entertaining, whether he tries to be or not.
Yeah.
And Nerese is a rookie I better see again. Did you hear that? Hello?
Uh-oh. Okay, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
It's like cutting in and out a little bit. Yeah, hello?
Okay, are we good now?
It's like cutting in. Yeah, I think I'm good now, yeah.
Okay. I was just saying that we better see Nerese again.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's all.
Okay.
But yeah, next one is the best rookie pair.
I mean, this was just like, I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
this one flew away. Yo, Annalise and Tommy couldn't even get 1%. They got 0.9%. Oh god. Yeah, Olivia and Horacio ran away with this one with like 90% of the voting. But
Yeah.
the best rookie pair after that, we didn't see enough of this pair, Johnny and Raven, but I think they were a force to be reckoned with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they came in hot in those first 3 episodes they were on.
Personally, I would put Kim and Colleen second. I don't know why, but I loved watching them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Colleen, they're like a wholesome duo.
Yeah, so funny.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gone too soon. Which pair do you think went home too soon and which stayed longer? So these are the first 4 teams that went home, maybe?
Yeah, these are the pairs that I thought,
Oh, okay.
wow, they went home pretty quick.
Yeah, so Kayla and Sam, Turbo and Tamara, Johnny and Raven, Laurel and Jack. Gone too soon.
I think Kayla and Sam won that one.
Yeah, they
Wasn't it?
won it by a landslide too, and I think deservedly so. Laurel and Jack didn't go home too soon, and they stayed long enough to make us realize they're not a good pair. So I didn't need to see them stay for long.
I think, yeah, they were the last. They were the last pair. Yeah, they were the last pair to have left. I think out of the 4.
Yeah.
I think like Turbo being gone episode 2 was a shock.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see him stay in the game longer just for the drama aspect. I do not like Turbo as a person anymore. I think he has been completely consumed by ego and he is like walking around like he's better than everybody and almost like a god, which I'm not a fan of. So hopefully he learned his lesson. That's my take. But yeah, Kayla and Sam did win that. It was a shame to see this season start off with 2 vet pair or not vet pairs, but
A vet like Kayla go home so
yeah,
soon.
so soon. Yeah, because we haven't seen her in a while. I think the last thing she was on was like Champs first. Oh no, it was probably All Stars. Yeah.
It was All Stars, but on the main one, I think we hadn't seen her since Total Madness. So
35, so only 3 seasons. It felt like longer. It's only like a 2-season separation. Best male rookie team, or no, best male rookie of the season. Obviously, Horacio, 93% of the votes. After that, I'd say Chauncey. I know he's not this great challenger, but he proved to be a better challenger than I thought he was gonna be.
yeah,
And he wasn't afraid to show his emotions.
Chauncey's interesting. I like Chauncey. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
I feel like the internet's been cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Okay, continue. It's back.
No, yeah, I was just saying Chauncey, proved to me that he was better than I would think he was going to be. And he showed an emotional side that a lot of rookies don't show. So I give him props for that.
Yeah. I was gonna say with Chauncey, I like Chauncey. I think he could be a good challenger. I would like to see him on a season without Amber.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he did suffer a little bit of like Amber's boyfriend type of card. So
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see him like on his own
Yeah.
and see like the splash he can make.
And I don't know if production will give him that chance, unfortunately.
I know it's unfortunate, but I would like to see Chauncey back.
Yeah.
I like Chauncey.
Best female rookie of the season. It sucks for Nerys because of how crazy of a season Olivia had. Obviously, she ran away with this one with 75% of the voting. This is all Twitter polls, which have like over 100 votes on each one, by the way. I should probably have mentioned that before. Twitter polls that you, Adonis, made on your Twitter Too Much Challenge. So Olivia got most of the votes. Other than that, Mariah, Nerys, and Raven. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Looking at this poll, there was a good amount of female rookies. Yeah, all these
I
female
think
rookies
there
on
was
here.
like one that didn't really make any noise.
Which was who? Well, you had
Yeah.
Nam's partner who went home because she got too muddy. Oh God, I think it's happening again.
No, Turbo's partner.
No,
Partner, Tamara.
yeah. What about her?
She was the one that like I feel like didn't make a splash at all for the women.
Tamara. But remember Nam's partner who they went home because
Yeah,
his partner left because it was like a muddy challenge and she didn't want to get muddy.
I feel
38 seasons in. Honestly, Nam, you're so nice, but you're so fucking dumb. Like,
I don't
what are you
understand.
doing?
Now has got some bad luck or something, some bad juju. This
Honestly,
is
I thought so
dangerous.
until he brought this ride or die into this season. Now I just know he just fucking makes dumb decisions.
Yeah.
Nam, you're a good guy, but what the fuck were you thinking bringing this girl onto the show? Best part of the finale. That's a good question. Part 1, part 2, or part 3?
It has to be part 3.
Part 1 got the most votes.
Did part 1 get the
Yeah,
most?
44% of votes for part 1, 38% of votes for part 3, and yeah, part 2 struggled a little bit, rightfully so. But
It was definitely the most pointless one.
yeah, I guess it's a toss up. I would have to say part 3, but yeah, shouldn't have been 3 parts. That's all I know. Let's best elimination of the season. Horacio and Jordan Balzin got the most votes. A close second was Double Decker, which was the Hall Brawl.
Yeah, that was the Hall Brawl with Johnny and Raven.
That was intense.
The other two.
What did you like better?
The other two, I'm surprised because the lowest one on that was I Can See, right?
Which was Mariah versus Nani.
That I'm surprised that one was the lowest because I thought that.
Yeah, what's Park Brawl?
Oh, that was a little typo that it's actually called Paddle Brawl. Paddle. That was the one with Amber and Nerys, like the pole wrestle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was good. I forgot about that one. What would you say was your favorite? Was it between Double Decker and Horacio and Jordan Balzin?
I thought Double Decker would be a shoe-in to win.
Yeah.
I thought that one was gonna win it. Low key.
It must be just because there were rookie pairs going against each other, and I think like Horacio versus Jordan is just like this headline main eventer, right? But yeah, it's a toss up. I think because of how the Balzin iteration was, I might have to say Double Decker.
Yeah.
Because that was honestly, I just go back to that moment where I forget actually who, but Horacio had Jordan at the end or something, and then like one, I forget who, but they just like pushed the other person from their side all the way to the other side, and it was like amazing. I think it might have been Johnny. I don't fucking know. It was
Mm-hmm.
amazing though to see that, so that grit. And
Mm-hmm.
then one more question: how would you rank
Yeah.
this season from a scale of 1 to 10? Wow, it's a little surprising. A lot of people, most votes, 45% went 7 to 9, 42% went 4 to 6. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah, what's up, Nisa?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, me and you talked about this. I think we're more between the 4 and 6 than the 7 and 9.
4 and 6. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, let's get through the other.
Yeah, just the return. This one got a lot more votes
Oh
on it,
yeah.
and I think a few of them are gonna surprise you.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm. All right. So, which ride or die vet do you want to see return for season 39? Devin almost said, oh, how did he almost get no? So 55% yes, 44% no. I definitely want to see a champ return for the next season.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking no-brainer. Yeah,
Yeah.
these honestly, seeing that, I'm realizing these are gonna surprise me.
Yeah.
Tori, they said no?
Yeah. You see how many votes they have on it too?
Oh, over 300 votes for these. Okay. Almost 400.
Yeah.
You always want to see a returning champ,
What
bro.
is the percentage on that?
Yeah, the percent 55 no. It was the opposite of Devin's. 55 no, 45 yes for Tori. Bananas, 58 yes, 42 no. I always want to see Bananas.
Mm.
And he's turned a new leaf where he's more mature and more emotional. You see him crying more on these season. Um, so we're seeing a different side of him. That's always good. That's why we watch the show, returning castmates.
Mm.
Damn, Nani had a mean 71% saying no,
Mm.
29% saying yes, which I would be on the no side. From what I said earlier, I think this would be a good season to retire on.
Yeah, to retire on?
Yeah, I don't think she
No,
has a
I
win
think
in her.
Nani
I think
needs
this
to
was her
do it
best
40.
chance.
No, not I could I'm with you on a break.
All right.
On a break. I think she could take next season off, but she needs to be there for 40. I feel like she earned her spot for
I'm still
40.
saying no, but I don't. I agree with you. Like, if she does come back, it has to be 40. I hope she
Mm,
takes a season off, but I think I think it's like a very like mysterious, maybe not mysterious, but it's a good legacy. She had a good legacy. Like, she finished off strong, even though she didn't win. She
mm,
got so close, and I don't think she'll get that close again. So I think
mm,
ending it right now will it's like almost leaving on top, because I think it's
mm.
only downhill from here for her. Even
Okay.
though she performed like a maniac this season, and maybe she is a new person, but I don't know. I don't know. Jordan, I'm
Mm-hmm.
surprised he got 78% saying yes, 22% saying no. I thought more people would trend down on Jordan. Um, I'd like to see him again, but not overwhelmingly like this poll is showing.
Yeah, I think I feel the same way. Like I'm not overwhelmingly wanting Jordan back.
Yeah, but if I see him, it's like, yeah, good competitor, sure.
Mm. Wow.
Damn, Anissa. 88% or 89% said no, 11% said yes.
Mm.
Do you think I think she will make another appearance? Do you think she should?
I think it's the same situation with Nani. I think she should take the next season off and come back for 40. I
Okay.
think it would almost be a little disrespectful to not have Anissa on 40. I feel like because she's one of the pioneers of this show. Like her first season was like the fifth season of the show, or
Yeah.
the fourth, or the sixth, one of the two, one of the three. I mean,
I
so
think
like
yeah. I think season
just off
40,
that.
yeah, I think season 40 should mark a lot of retirement seasons for
a lot of retirement
for some
season for
people, like
people.
Nani, Anissa,
Mm,
um,
Bananas,
even Bananas, yeah, Bananas, a Darrell,
Darrell.
maybe West, even though West seems like he's got some juice in him still,
Yeah.
and not in a steroid type of
CT.
way. But yeah.
I know that would suck to hear from me. CT.
Yeah, I mean it's got to come to an end sooner. I say that, but then CT just shows up and fucking wins with a dad bod. So who knows what the fuck is
Who
capable
knows?
of them.
Yeah.
All right, next, Fessy. We got 62% saying no, 38% saying yes. Okay, I expected more people to say no. But I would like to see him back for the sole purpose of, it's fun to root against the guy.
Mm-hmm.
We always need somebody like that on the show. So
For what?
it's fun to root against the guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think Fessy is one of the. I'm not the craziest fan of Fessy, but I think they view him as like one of the main faces for the guys. So
Yeah.
I think regardless, I think Fessy's a shoe in for
Yeah.
next season.
Bill Simmons was making this very funny joke about Fessy. Bill Simmons was on like the final recap podcast with Johnny Bananas, and Bill Simmons is like, he's like that NBA player that you trade for a bunch of picks, and it's like, oh, this might revitalize the team. And then a year later, he's getting traded to another team for a bunch of picks. He's just like this big name that gets a lot of attention, but he doesn't perform each season.
Yeah, he's like Kevin Durant.
Oh shit, I haven't seen what Kevin Durant's been doing recently, but Kevin Durant's got some rings on him, so I don't know if that's a good comparison.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. That's a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
actually.
He's like Bill Simmons related him to James Harden.
Oh, James Harden. You know what? That's a better pick. That's
Yeah.
a much better pick.
We got Amber B with 75 yes, 25 no. I think Amber B has solidified her spot on this show. She is a drama magnet somehow, and I think I'd like to see her again.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Though she is pregnant,
Oh, I
so
didn't know that.
so I don't know if she will make it for
Maybe
next
Chauncey
season.
will instead.
Chauncey might have to like fight for the challenge money in support,
Yeah.
but I don't think she's. I don't know if she'll make it, but if she could, I would love to see her.
Yeah, she should probably take a season or two off.
Mm,
And maybe Chauncey as well. I don't know how they
mm.
want to deal with that. But Nelson, this was the closest one so far, and maybe of all. 51 yes, 49 no. And I understand why people are saying no, because he's done so many in a row, I think, where it's like, maybe take a break, come back for season 40. You still have a lot of challenge life left in you, but you haven't won, and you've been doing like 10 seasons in a row. I think he needs to take a break and come back.
Yeah, I think Nelly, as much as I love him, I think he needs to take this next one off.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he does genuinely for that. I think Nelly needs one, just
Yeah,
one break.
I think that'll benefit
So
him a lot.
that it was close though.
Yeah, that was close. This next one, not so close. Casey, 86 saying no, 14 saying yes. Yeah, it's getting hard to want
I
Casey to come back. I don't know.
mean,
It's so boring.
I got nothing for Casey. I got nothing.
Like,
I got nothing for Casey.
name one thing you like
next
about Casey. Like, it's like you can't name one thing you like about
next
Casey,
her.
but you also can't name one thing you hate about Casey. She is so middle of the line. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Jay got 75% yes, 25% no. I think he is an entertaining cast member because people hate him for some reason. I think these Survivor it's funny seeing these other shows. And Bananas kind of broke it down. He was like, these Survivor players make way too many promises. These Big Brother players don't say a fucking word. It's like polar opposites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great, yeah. Big Brother's a lot more sketchy.
Mhm.
Survivor's way too overpromising.
Yeah, because like everything changes every 5 minutes in Survivor, and then Big Brother, it's like you're on surveillance 24/7, so like you're not being yourself all the time because you might fucking say something embarrassing or slip up and you don't want to mess up. Um, yeah.
Mm.
Michelle, 75% yes, 25% no, the exact same as Jay. That's pretty funny. Um,
Yeah.
but but yeah, I'd love to see her back. She's very drama. There's a lot of drama with her. She cries a lot. She cares for people. She makes bad decisions. Like I think she'll figure out her challenge identity. But I like seeing the struggle in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Michelle.
Yeah.
I think I think she'll be one of the top women at some point.
Mm, okay.
That's a bold take.
I
Not
think so too. She's I think she's a runner, you know. She's got that endurance in her. It's just she's got to put the social game together.
Mhm.
Let's try to get through
Yeah.
these before the 7 minutes runs up. All right, Darrell, 57 yes, 42 no. Classic, you know, Darrell's an OG. Of course we want to see him.
Mm.
Veronica, 68 no, 32 yes. I think Veronica's time has passed on the flagship show. I don't mind seeing her on All Stars, but yeah, she doesn't
Mm.
have it anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to like tarnish her legacy. So
Mm.
Turbo 50. Oh, this is so close. 50.7% said no. 49.3% said yes. I would probably like to see him just so he can lose, and I would love to root against him. And he's a type of person who is good at things and could, you know, last long in a challenge season, but I would definitely root against him the whole time.
Mm. That one was close. I think that one and Nelson were the closest
Yeah.
one.
Laurel, 81, yes, 19, no. Of course, we want to see Laurel. She's becoming emotionally a mess, which is like this new chapter of Laurel. So
Yeah.
that's good. Nam, we got 58 no, 42 yes. I am trending no on Nam. He's gotten too many
Yeah.
chances and dropped the ball every time. So,
Mm.
and then the final one is Kayla, 74 yes, 26 no. I used to really Kayla used to really get on my nerves, but I think she has grown into a
Mm.
decent person. I like
Yeah.
her husband a lot. Uh Sam, I think he's very funny.
Also, she can't go out like that.
Yeah, she can't go out like that. I don't think she wants to go out like that. She's a competitor, you
She
know,
can't go
she's
out like that.
capable. But yeah, that was fun. That was actually really
Yeah.
fun. Some of those definitely fucking surprised me because I am out of the Twitter universe, so I always love seeing what people think.
Yeah. So that's how it is, bro.
That's
But
how
yeah,
it
that's all
is.
I got.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, that's it. Any final words? Anything you got to say? Ride or Dies is wrapped up. We're gonna get a 2-part dumbass reunion. Don't care. And
Um,
fucking challenge tournament.
the World Championship. I'm excited for that. Not crazy excited for that, but I am excited for that. You know, just something challenge related.
Yeah.
There are rumors of All Stars 4
Mm-hmm.
on the horizon,
Yeah.
and then 39 will probably come towards the end of the year. So there's going to be a lot
No
of challenge
breaks. No
stuff.
breaks. It's gonna be
No
challenge
break.
tournament, All Stars 4, season 39.
All just step on the
Yeah.
gas, bro. We're going.
One thing I gotta say about the challenge tournament is biggest surprise is seeing Theo.
Yeah, I did not see. I didn't.
I wonder how this happened.
I have done more, but whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of faces on that challenge tournament that I'm excited to see. It's like a, you know, like a challenge all-star. Not I say challenge all-stars not as the spin-off, but like all the biggest names from the challenge flagship are on this show. So,
Mm,
it's going to be good to see. But yeah, let's wrap it up.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. This was
Thank
fun, man.
you.
Thank you for doing this with me every week or so.
Every week.
I'm unorganized. I'm a mess. I know I could be complicated.
No,
So I
it's fine.
appreciate you dealing with me, and it was so fun recapping the episodes with you. I hope you had fun as well. You
I
know,
did. I had so fun. So much fun. I'm probably gonna go back and rewatch all these episodes at
hell
some point.
yeah, hell yeah.
But
We got to get together with Daniel
it
and
was
talk
great.
about the season, but yeah, we'll talk. Me and you will talk soon. This isn't the last. You'll probably see us. We'll do something in the future for sure. But
For sure.
otherwise, that's it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you are looking forward to the next season.
Mhm.
And all these challenge spin-offs. You know, I love having conversations about the challenge if you couldn't tell. So
Mhm.
please feel free to write in those comments. But otherwise, we'll see you. I'll see you probably challenge tournament. I'll probably be
Mhm.
recapping that. I don't know with who, but we'll figure it out.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all. I'll
Hey,
say.
all right, peace out, peoples.
Peace out.
All right, all right, peace out, Adonis.
Peace out, bro.
Wait.
It's not done recording.